OAP has been offering trainings to community organizers since 1993. Since 1993, we have probably trained over 200 community organizers. So this has been going on now since 1993. What we found in 2005 was that our alumni and some of our mentors and organizers that are on our board were looking at the racial and cultural disparities that were becoming so evident in Minnesota. Once again, this is 2004, 2005. And so we looked around the country and we connected with the Applied Research Center, which is a racial justice organization based in Oakland, Chicago, and New York. So the Applied Research Center brought in staff to work with us, and together with staff, the board, and the alumni of OAP, we put together a strategy and a mission statement which called for OAP and those involved with OAP to advance racial, cultural, and economic justice in Minnesota. And since 2004, 2005, we have annually released the OAP Legislative Report Card on Equity. It's one of our tools that we use with the Minnesota legislature and the governor to grade them on their leadership, their performance to advance equity at the state legislative levels. This strategy seems to be very effective in that in the first report card we did, we identified what we call champions for racial justice. These are legislators who either authored, co-authored, or voted for equity bills. That first report card identified 7 champions. Now, we've been doing this for a number of years now. In our 7th report card we released just last January, we identified 69 champions. So as you can see, this kind of tool has really created a consciousness with some legislators to look at the racial, cultural, and economic impact of legislation that they're authoring, co-authoring, or supporting. We've taken what we've learned in terms of the basics of community organizing and the lessons we learned from our racial justice curriculum, and we've added a dimension to our report card, our legislative report card that I spoke of earlier, our equity agenda for this year, and we've launched what we call a Week of Action. The Week of Action is connected to our campaign called Voices for Racial Justice, which was launched on January 30th of 2013. We have a set of values that we don't see being exhibited in some of the policies and practices that are put out there. And so we offer a vehicle, community organizing and training and strategic actions for people to actually act on their values and see that their participation in the what we call the public debate of values as being effective, as being something that they can offer as a legacy for their children and grandchildren. And so we welcome any and all people who are interested in connecting with our work to please connect with OAP